Alright, so let's continue, and now let's start with the development. So now that we have a roadmap, we know what direction to go in, we can start with it. So we are going to take the traditional approach of backend to frontend. We will first be setting up the backend, in this case the database, the Google Sheet, and then we're going to proceed to the front-end part in Next.js. So before we do any of it, let me just read this line. It's really it's triggering my OCD. Perfect. All right, so the first thing that we have to do is I need you to visit this URL, which is docs.google.com/spreadsheets, and once you get over here, we need to create a new spreadsheet. But keep it in mind that the spreadsheet that you create under whatever Google account, in future you may have to attach a credit card on the same one. So keep that thing in mind. Like once we get to the Google console, the Google Cloud Console, to enable different APIs and stuff. So keeping that in mind, let's continue and let's create a new spreadsheet. So over here, let's just give it a name. So I've been thinking about it for a while that we should be like what sort of e-commerce store we should be creating in this tutorial. And I've been thinking about a bookstore as it would be a suitable option to go with, like a suitable store type to go with. So for that, let's name it as Bookstore DB, or whatever name you want to give it, doesn't matter. So over here we got sheet 1 right at the bottom, as you can see. So this sheet 1 is actually the worksheet, you can call it, and this is the one which I was referring on this particular part, where I said that we will be adding a new entry under the orders list, which means the orders sheet in the same spreadsheet. So over here, in order to create a new sheet under the same spreadsheet, you just need to click on this button, add sheet, and there we have it. Perfect. So now let's just rename the same thing. You just need to double click on them, and let's name the first one to be items or maybe products, and the next one to be orders, which will contain all the orders which have been placed. So in the items sheet, we will be reserving the first row for the titles of different fields. So let's do that, and in the context of a bookstore, let's give the first one to be name, the next one to be category or maybe genre, as it would be a suitable term. The other one to be image. In this one we will be adding the hot URL of an image which is uploaded somewhere else, and the fourth one could be author, and the fifth one could be price. And let me just make all of them bold so that it's easier for us to differentiate. So that's perfect. And now I just need to place some dummy data. I don't really have, maybe I do have it. So I'm gonna pause the video. I just don't want to waste your time recording that. So all right, so here we have some dummy data. Now you don't have to do the same thing. In the description of this video, or maybe not the description, you can just visit the official website of this channel, and I'm gonna place another project right over here. So I do not have it obviously right now, so just click on the project, visit desicodes.io, and once you have the page opened, then in the resources panel right over here, I'm gonna place the sheet by the name of dummy spreadsheet or something like that. So you can just download that file, or maybe if it's a Google Sheet, you can just copy the same thing into yours, or you can just upload the same thing and change a few things. That the choice is yours. Now that we have a few data, we have the books, the genre for each one of them, and I think this should be author instead, and this one should be the image, and there we have the price. This thing, I think that would work, assuming the currency is USD. Anyway, so now that we have a spreadsheet which we will be using as the data source, Now we just need to enable the Google APIs in order to access it from our application, from the Next.js app. So let's just do that in the next video because I'm having some trouble with this recorder. Anyway, so see you in the next video.